It is no secret that change is inevitable, and although we want to welcome change, it often brings with it uncertainty and anxiety. In times of loss, of course, but also with new situations like a relationship commitment, a new career, relocation, and the fear of making a bad decision. We all go through emotional uncertainties. The good news is that we don't have to let them run our life. Hi, my name is Anne Hen, and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I use hypnosis to help you develop a positive mindset that will allow you to find and attract abundance. So welcome to today's session, The River of Change, for anxiety and life transitions. Now, I just want to make sure that you have turned off your phone and that you make yourself as comfortable as you possibly can in a place where you are unlikely to be disturbed. Perhaps sitting on a recliner chair with your back feeling completely comfortable against the seat, perhaps against your special pillow, and with your legs comfortably stretched and relaxed. Whatever is the most comfortable for you to enjoy deep and complete relaxation. So now you have made yourself really comfortable, give yourself permission to relax. And if you want to close your eyes, that's a good idea. But if you don't, that's fine too. Just rest back comfortably and take a deep breath. Fill your lungs and hold it, and as you breathe out slowly through your mouth, you can listen to the sound of my voice. And if you haven't done so yet, you may want to close your eyes now and relax. So listen to the sound of my voice and remember that hypnosis is really self-hypnosis and that you are free to open your eyes at any time. Of course, that is not what you're here for, so simply listen to the sound of my voice, and of course, you will be aware of all the sounds around you. Sounds from inside the building where you are, or sounds from outside. But sounds will not disturb you. And in fact, they are going to help you relax and drift off, as the only sound you need is the sound of my voice. And while you are listening to my words, just give yourself permission to be as lazy as you want to be, and let your entire body relax from your head all the way down to your toes. And as you do so, your eyes close tighter now and tighter. And as your eyes close tighter and tighter, you relax even more. Good. And now that you are relaxing, you can do anything you want to. You do not even have to listen to my voice. Your subconscious mind can do anything it wishes. But your conscious mind is not going to do anything of real importance here. You do not have to bother to try and listen to me, because your subconscious mind hears with new awareness and responds all by itself. You may be learning the feeling that accompanies inner relaxation. You can experience a light or a medium or even a deep level of relaxation. You can choose what feels best for you. Your body can feel heavy or it can feel light, or it may feel asleep, so that it does not feel anything at all. It can float up in the air, or it can sink down, or it can very pleasantly drift anywhere you want it to. It can do whatever you wish. Perhaps your body feels as though it has gone to sleep, even though your mind seems to be awake. Of course, you do not have to concern yourself with this. This is a learning and growing experience. Of course, you can go very deep and safe. Your inner mind is aware. It can hear what it needs to respond to in just the right way. And if I count down from 10 to 0, you can drift deeper, moving in perfect harmony by picturing yourself going down a flight of stairs. You can choose any pleasant image you wish. What material are the steps made of? What color are they? Are they bare or covered? Perhaps with a plush carpet? If so, what color is the carpet? How does it feel under your feet? And see your feet as they touch the steps. So simply keep following my voice and take a deep breath now as I will guide you through 10 steps and into deep relaxation. And with each count, you take a deep breath as you go down each step. And then after each step, you exhale slowly through your mouth. 10. Relaxing your whole of your body, letting go of all tension, relaxing now. 9. Deeper still and more relaxed. 8. Calm and pleasant. A very comfortable feeling. 7. Let your thoughts come and go. Perhaps to something, someone, sometime, somewhere. 6. deeper and deeper now, relaxing completely. 5. Calmer and more comfortable, more silent. 4. Relax even more. A wonderful feeling. 3. Deeper and deeper, deepest. Almost there now. 2. Soon completely relaxed. Soon completely engrossed in deep relaxation while you continue to listen to the sound of my voice. 1. Good. A beautiful, peaceful relaxation. 0. Fully relaxed now. Yes, you are. And as you drift deeper now, you begin to notice a sense of peace washing over you. The word calm fills your mind. It comforts you and it calms you. It soothes you as your thoughts gently wander to an ancient story, an ancient folk tale that seems to come from some inner part of your mind. You are unsure whether this is a story that you were told as a small child, or if it's a tale that you just know, that emerges from some inner wisdom deep within. But it is a tale that seems very familiar to you, and one that somehow comforts you, calms you, and enables you to go deeper now. It is a story that reassures you, calms you, and guides you even deeper into relaxation. The story speaks of a river born in the mountains of Africa, a river that flows through valleys and plains, through many communities, touching the life of many creatures, both human and animal, sustaining life all along its course. Along the river's mighty banks, whole herds of animals come for sustenance. Many plants thrive, and its gently flowing waters, and many families depend on the river for food and water, fishing from its depths, drawing water to drink from. And they all love the river, and the river loved to swim them all, and it was happy. The mighty river started as a small trickle and grew as it traveled, swelling in size, widening and deepening, enriched by all it encountered, and becoming prosperous along its length. And the more it grew, the more it experienced, provided, and became enriched. The river thrived, yet deep within, it always held one fear, one anxiety, the uncertainty about what awaited at the end of its journey, the not knowing what would happen at the end of its journey. And this fear lingered. It grew stronger, causing the river to neglect its path. Preoccupied by worry and anxiety, it began to neglect the land and the creatures that depended on it, forgetting to provide nourishment to those that drew upon its mighty resources. And in its neglect, the river became unhappy. The river had never been through an experience like this before. It now flowed through increasingly barren land, and the river felt as if the desert sands were actually absorbing it, and it felt that it was losing its identity. Now, perched along the river bank was a wise old owl, an owl who had watched the river for many seasons and had survived longer than any other resident of the riverside. Sensing the river's unhappy turmoil and its fear and anxiety, the owl understood how to help and offered quiet wisdom. The old owl gently persuaded and encouraged the river to flow its path, to flow to the end of its journey, and examine what it was in fear of. Stories of hot, arid places, dry deserts, and of the extinction of the river filled the river's thoughts and consciousness. But with the guidance of the old wise owl, the river braved its fear and continued its journey to the end of its course. As the river approached its end, it grew more afraid, more anxious, but the owl accompanied it, and it fought through its fears, realizing that only by facing its fears could it discover the truth. And the river moved on, trusting the journey. And at the end of its path, the river did come to the hot, dry, and arid desert. And as it came close, the river could see that it would be no more. But it also sensed that something remarkable started happening that would make things all right. The river sensed its very nature beginning to change as the winds blew across it and gently touched its surface. It felt something lifted it upwards. Uncertain at first, the river was still a little frightened, but it now accepted the winds of change and surrendered to the transformation. The mighty sun embraced the river with warmth, comforting it and easing its fears. The sun surrounded it in a glow that calmed its fears. And the river understood the changes that were happening to it. It was not disappearing. The sun caused the mighty river to evaporate. It was changing, rising to the sky, moving up to the welcoming blue above, where it joined with the gentle clouds. As the clouds moved effortlessly, carried by gentle winds back over the land, passing over all the communities that loved the river, and the river saw that they were still carrying on as usual. Communities thriving, the animals still gathering, and then the clouds approached the source of the river, and it grew cooler, and the river felt itself again forming into water, dropping as rain that moistened and nourished the land it fell on. It filtered through the land, and then before joining the source of the river, once again nurturing, providing, growing, evolving. And the river lost its fear. Anxiety left as it understood. It understood from the place where the intuitive wisdom dwells that nothing ever truly ends. It understood that fear, anxiety, and lack of understanding are self-perpetuating, that they feed upon themselves and inhibit growth. They destroy happiness and hinder progress. And the river truly released fear, concentrating instead on being happy in each moment, on growing, evolving, and discovering new things to do, new communities to nourish. And the river also learned to love each present moment, embracing evolution rather than resisting it. It chose not to seek happiness, but simply to be happy. And as the story unfolds, it settles within you. You drift deeper into calm now, feeling comforted and becalmed, allowing each present moment to become happy in your circumstance. You let go of fear and anxiety, embracing peace and trust in your journey. You allow your mind to become calm, peaceful, and happy. You are exactly where you need to be. You are safe. You are whole. You are free. And now that you feel so good and so relaxed, you know that something has changed within you, and then you can expect from now on, every day, in every way, more healthy, positive changes. When you are ready to come back to awareness in your own time, you will take a deep breath, hold it a few seconds, then let it out through your mouth while you slowly count up from 1 to 5. And when you reach number 5, you will open your eyes, if you feel like it, and go on with the day feeling real fine. Or you will perhaps choose to simply drift back into beautiful, peaceful sleep, whatever feels best for you. Now remember that the repetition of positive affirmations is a powerful tool to reprogram the subconscious mind. Know that you can replay this session as many times as you feel you need to manifest a better version of you.